Video 3 of the ride creation Photoshop tutorial. In this video we're going to be creating the text that's going to go up here. You could go into Photoshop and actually just take the text tool and work your way through the fonts that are on the computer and find one that you thought would be appropriate and come up with the name and layout in any way you wanted, as long as it said in the end Wild West Express in some way. I'm going to do something slightly different. I'm going to use Dafont. If the students who are viewing this if you were doing this at home, essentially, you could download the font that you found from Dafont.com and you'd be able to use that font in Photoshop directly. We can't do that, so I'm going to show a little trick here that you can do, pretty similar to what we were doing before. I'm just going to go to Dafont.com and search Western, and there's loads of different Western style fonts that we can come up with. You can use anything you like. I don't know, for the guide before I used this one. You can come up with as many fonts as you want, so you can click on the font, change it to large so you get a large size of it, and the name of the ride, what did I come up with the name of the ride? Wild West Express. So I'm just going to type that in, Wild West. I've already done it, so you can see I've already done this. Submit, and you'll get the name of the ride here, Wild West Express. Again, little cheeky snip. I'm going to use the snipping tool. You press New, move him out of the way, and we very carefully just select a nice box that goes around Wild West Express. Once that's been selected, it's already copied to the clipboard, meaning you can just paste this into your canvas. When you paste it, it creates a new layer and puts your text in the canvas. Black selection arrow, you can move it around, shunt it to where you want it. It's the wrong size at the moment, so I need it a lot smaller. So I'm going to press on my keyboard Control T, T for Tango, Control T, which allows you to scale it and change the size of the text. Again, like all other graphics programs, lots of students tend to skew images when they do this. You hold on your keyboard Shift when you're resizing something to make sure that you can't actually change the proportions. I'm happy with that. I want to select, it's going to ask me, do I want to apply the transformation, which is what I just did. I press yes, so I apply that, and now I can move it to where I want it. For this video, I'm just going to pop it up there, but we could move it anywhere we wanted. So first step now, once it's in there, is to get rid of this white background. We could do something similar to what we did in the other section, which would be select color on this section, which would be select color range, and we could select the white, which would work quite nicely. We're going to try a different tool for background removal. Because this is just a black-white image, this will work quite nicely. We'll just use the background eraser tool, which is quite a nice one there. So you hold down there and you go to background eraser tool. The brush is too small at the moment, so we just change the size of the brush, or my brushes. I'll do it up to about 100, which gives us a brush size of about that. So here goes. We're in the right layer. Make sure you're not in the Ride or the American West. And it's quite easy. You just click on the white and you can drag all around. And I've done a terrible mistake there. So I'm going to undo that with Control-Alt-Z to go back, because I forgot to select this little button here which says sampling once, which just means pick the white color and remove the background then. So that was my fault. Try again, and on the white section you can just remove the background like so. It might take a few passes, you can work your way around it. It's just trying to look for colors, the same kind of colors as it goes around. I can zoom in if I want to make some minor changes, which is Control plus, or you can go to the bottom left hand corner of the screen and change the zoom value, but I'm just going to zoom in for now. You can see I might have missed a little bit there, a little bit on the E, a little bit on the W, and a little bit here, and it's quite a nice tool. It just works its way around. You can see I did the E as well then. There's a tiny little bit there on the S, which I can get rid of. So that's the background removal tool, and it works quite nicely when you've got white and black. I'll just get there on that W. And that, I think, is about it. The last effect that I'm going to do, this is a bitmap piece of text, so we're going to apply some effects to it. So it's layer 1. Bit of an odd name for a layer, we could rename that later. I'm just going to go to layer 1 and press FX in the bottom right hand corner of the screen, and we can add a color overlay. As soon as I press color overlay, it's going to pop up a menu. So the first thing, color overlay just overlays any color. You can see I made a mistake there, not removing the background color, so I'll fix that quickly. There's a little bit of it there. I'll just remove that bit, and I think there was another bit there, so that's those two fixed. Go back to it, FX, color overlay, and you can see that's better now. Color overlay, I'm just going to select any color. I can double click on that layer, and I'm just going to say, I could even pinch a color from here if I wanted, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pinch that color from there. So with the pipette, press OK. The only other parts I put on my image were a bevel emboss, which makes it raise the text, and a drop shadow. So you can play around with these effects, press OK, and you can see all the effects are listed here. You can hide the effects and show them. You can hide the layer and show the layer. But in the next video, we're just going to be doing some minor touches to finish up the picture. We're going to put a sunburst in over here, and we're going to change the colors on this layer, which is the American West layer. But you can change a lot of other effects.